Hi and good morning Wolfpack, welcome to Wednesday. Today we are doing exercises 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, actually I might have that completely wrong. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, 26 through to 31 of the original repertoire. Look, these ones aren't too hard today. There's a couple of slightly tough ones, but we can work through some easier options to get through them. Other than that, we'll have some fun. All right, let's just get moving. We'll have a little bit of a warm up. Just get some blood moving in the body. Won't be anything too exciting. A bit of blood moving around the shoulders because they're going to do a bit of work today. Just stretch and reach. Feels like a Jane Fonda workout. I've just got a pair of gloves on today because a lot of what we'll be doing is hands down on the mat, and if you get sweaty at all and your mat's a bit slippery, it can end up a little bit dangerous. Alright, just twist a little bit. Nothing fancy, just get everything moving. I've got new grippy socks on too. I'm not sure if you can hear them. It's squeaking. Carrying on. Okay, circle shoulders back. Shoulders front. And just drop your chin to your chest, roll them down. Hang there for a moment, roll back up. Take your eyes to the ceiling, little back bend. And back down again, chin to chest, roll on down. Stretch a bit further to the floor this time. Coming up, eyes to the sky, little back bend. Roll on down. Feet out a little bit wider if you need to, touch the floor. And just kind of keep your legs straight, but just kind of move yourself around. So take bulk of your weight onto one foot, shift it over to another foot. Maybe rock forward onto your hands a little bit. And just sort of move around everywhere. Alright, come on down to the floor. Going to start with an exercise called hip twist. We've done something or a few things similar to this as we've gone along. The double leg stretch, where we've been laying on our back and, dropping the legs down. I think we did corkscrew. Good, and I think you had loads of fun contorting yourself with that one. So this one, just start with your hands in a comfortable position, just sort of behind you, fingertips pointing away from you, not behind, out to the sides. And just lift your legs up. You might need to put your arms further apart, or if it's more comfortable, and I'm going to stay down here. Just drop down onto your elbows. So point your toes up to the ceiling, legs straight, and just lift and lower your toes. Don't go too low. And try to keep the waistband of your pants pushed down into the mat. Okay. And then just bend your knees. Bring your knees into your chest for a little stretch. And then lift and lower again. Now lift both legs up toward the ceiling and just drop one leg down. Draw a big circle. Bring it back. Take the other leg out away from you. Draw a big circle. Bring it back to meet the other one. Keep going just like that. Concentrate on trying to keep the waistband of your pants pushed down into the mat. Do one more on each side. Now, start going side to side. So legs together like a windscreen wiper. Keep your legs glued together. Bend your knees. Lay down flat on the mat, bring your knees in toward your chest. Have a small rest there. Little rock through your back. Alright. Oh, I didn't actually need to sit up, but I must have needed it. Okay. Come back down onto your elbows, legs out long. Lift your legs all the way up. Drop them all the way down. Go again. Two more. Last one. Oh, struggling a little bit today here. All right. So just stretch out them for a little minute while I tell you what happens next. So we are going to put all of those sorts of moves together. You can either be up on your hands with your arms stretched out long behind you, or you can be down on your elbows. Not sure where I'm going to go yet. I'll start here. You're going to lift your legs, and then you're going to draw a big circle with your toe, and then put your heels back down on the floor. So what you would do with the exercise is you would go around one way, back around the other way, and keep going like that. But we're just going to have a break in between each one, because this is a difficult exercise. So come on, lift your legs, circle, and back up, and then sit up long. Use the momentum when you lay back onto your arms to lift your legs up. Draw a circle, and then use the momentum to sit you back up. momentum again. This time go the other way with your toes when you draw your circle. Keep changing directions each time. Do 2 more, 1 more in each direction. Come back up to sitting, have a little rest. I'm needing quite a bit of a stretch out today. This is the hardest of all of the exercises, so I do apologise that it was up first. Alright, let's go. Let's have a go at 5 in each direction. Take a break if you need it. I'm going to go for 10 altogether. Take a break if you need to and come back and join me when you're ready. Let's go. Legs up long. 1, 2, make sure you change directions each time. 3, 4, toes are pointed. Try and reach the wall out in front of you. 6, go a bit lower each time if you can. 8, 9, 10. Woo! And that's hip twist. So a few different things that you can do to make that harder for yourself or easier. So we'll start with harder. Go up into the position that Joseph Pilates wanted us to be in. That's arms stretched out. You can, the lower you take your legs while you make your circle, and the higher, so the bigger the circle you make, the harder it will be. You want to make it a bit easier, come down onto your elbows. Now you can make it really easy, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. And keep your knees bent and make the circle with your knees. You're not going to get your knees down nearly as low, or you can have a little bit of a bend in your knees so you can get a bit lower, or just make your circle a bit smaller. And every time you do it, you'll get a bit stronger and you'll be able to make that circle bigger. Alright, next exercise, swimming. We've done this before. We've done it so many times. Let's do a really good version of it today though. Okay. Laying down flat on the mat. Arms out long, legs out long, toes pointed. Big breath, here we go. Lift your head, your chest, and you should be trying to look up the wall, up to the ceiling. Arms up, legs up, and go swimming. Try and keep the legs close together, toes pointed. Keep lifting through your chest. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew! That is a really tough exercise. What you're looking for there is arms long, palms down, legs long and zip together, toes pointed, and the biggest J curve in your back you can get. So J curve comes from the lower part of your back. You want to get as much curve as you can through that part of your back, and you get that by looking up high. So the higher you can get, the bigger your J curve will be. Obviously quite easy when you've got your arms to hold you. But the power of this exercise is through strengthening those muscles in your back that let you extend. Unsurprisingly, called you back extensors. So we're not going to do it again, but that is something worth practicing. So long, straight, lift, and swim. It's one of those things you can do laying on the floor in front of the TV. Alright, here's a fun one. This one is called leg pull front. So we don't need to do too much in terms of layering this up because you all know how to do a plank. So come into a plank position. That's a plank. You're a straight line. That's a pike. We don't want that. Plank. Toes are tucked under. You're making a nice straight line with your head all down your back, all the way down your legs. It's like you've got a broomstick laying on your back and it's touching like the whole way along you. So nice and straight. Now, take your heel, kick it up to the ceiling. Heel up to the ceiling, keep going like that. Try not to let your bottom lift up like mine is. Stay nice and straight and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Whew. Dear me, struggling today. Whew. Okay, so that one there, focus is long, straight, pike position. Plank position, my apologies. Now you could, no, not really. I was going to say you could do it down on your elbows, but not really, that one's not going to work well. That one you've just got to be tough. So in order to get there, if you're not quite ready to do the leg kicks just yet, just practice holding the plank. And you could even do, so you get into your plank position and just practice lifting your feet, walking around, so we're doing a little bit of side to side. That'll give you the perturbations which force you to have to stabilise. So when you just do a static plank, you're teaching your muscles to be very good just being still. But if you incorporate some movement in there as well, you're teaching your muscles how to stay stable in motion. Alright, that's leg pull front. Now, leg pull. So same, but we're flipped over the other way. So this time we're in a reverse plank. And we're actually supposed to be holding ourselves up and taking our weight, take your weight on the outside of your feet, is what we're supposed to do. So the weight will be mostly sort of on the outside of your heel with a little bit of weight through the blade of your feet. And the further you can hold yourself up, the more you're going to be on the outside of your feet there. I'm obviously having a very weak day today, and I'm not coping with that very well. But you come up into a reverse plank, toes pointed, literally cannot do it today. I'll just talk you through it. So get into your reverse plank position. Arms out. Nice and wide. Body in a nice long line, nice and straight. And then leg nice and long. And kick up to the ceiling. If you can't hold yourself up right now, join me down here on the mat. And it's a nice, strong kick. So you're not just kind of, you know, flailing it around. Long, strong kicks up to the ceiling. If you're in a reverse plank, go you. Keep going, stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1 3/4, 1 1/2, 1, and last one, and done. Relax. All right, that's leg pull. Okay, now they get sort of easier, but not really. All right, side kick kneeling. We've done side kick before, laying on your side and kicking your leg backwards and forwards. This time we're doing it in a high kneeling position. So come to roughly the center of your mat. One arm out and tip over. So you want your other stable, you want one knee underneath your hip, the other one underneath your shoulder roughly. Leg out long. Opposite hand behind your head. Lift, kick front, kick back. Keep going. Keep the leg up nice and high, parallel to the ground if you can. You should get some nice bend in your back and your front. Okay, 2 more each way. Oh, and down. I am really weak today. Other side. Back to the center of your mat. Whew. And falling over. Leg up. And whoops. Make sure you don't kick anything. Keep the leg up nice and parallel. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down. Whew. Sort of easier, but not really. Okay. Now, this is a fun one as well. So this one's called side bend. The full expression of the exercise is you are in a full side bend, side plank. I can't maintain that, certainly not today. So, take one leg out long and bend your other knee under you. Start looking and your opposite hand underneath your shoulder. Start looking towards your opposite heel, your heel that's out long. Arm out, just kind of resting on your side. You should have a nice curve in the side of your shirt. Can't really see me because I've got a floppy shirt on. And a nice curve on this side of your shirt. So looking over at your heel there. Now lift yourself up and lift your arm up and over. Your gaze shifts with your hand. You don't have to follow it with your eyes, but you're shifting your gaze from one side of you to the other. So lift, arm goes up and over. Nice straight line. And then drop back down. Now, if you're in a full side plank, you shouldn't come down all the way to the mat. Just your calf comes down to the mat. Two more this way. Last one. Come on down. Switch over the other way. Can be a bit hard on your wrists as well, I've noticed today. So again, long leg out nice and straight. Nice big curve through your sides. Knee bent in front of you if you're taking the low option, or if you're taking the high option. Feet are stacked out long. Looking over your shoulder, and then push up and over. Come on down. Seven, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Come on down and relax. Whew. Okay, there were some really tough ones there, and apparently today I'm about as tough as a wet paper bag. Not very tough at all. So we're getting to the tail end. Actually, I'll talk while we stretch. Just cross your legs in front of you, and we'll just do some mermaid stretches. So we're now getting to the end of the repertoire. At this point, if you are a regular Pilates practitioner and you had been building and building your strength as you worked your way through the repertoire, because of course you wouldn't just be doing one round of 5 exercises a week, you'd be doing a little bit every day and just getting a little bit stronger and slowly working your way through the repertoire. So by this point, you'd actually be quite strong. Take one arm just across in front of you. And those exercises wouldn't be nearly as big a challenge as they could be. You could have done great today, I'm not sure. But they wouldn't be as hard as certainly I felt them today. Take your arm up and over. We've got 5 or 6 more exercises to go. There's a couple of quite fun ones, which Not sure if we've looked at them or yet or not. I don't think we have. Swap other arm, tricep stretch. We'll do those next week, and then we will be, next week is the last week of my course. So we'll do the final exercises of the Matwork repertoire next week, and then the week after, I will actually give to you, or run through with you, my final Matwork assessment. So that will be a 45-minute proper class, like you would have in a Matwork studio. So I'll announce that properly on Facebook, and so make sure you've got enough time to do 45 minutes rather than half an hour. Okay, just do a little bit of a twist. And swap the legs, twist the other way. Big deep breath for me. And that's it. So have a wonderful Wednesday. Hopefully I'll see you on Friday evening for our wind down. Yeah, have a great, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye, Wolfpack.